Tim. I'm doing the video on this channel because it takes forever for videos to upload on my other channel to process. So I'm going to do it over here because it'll go up right away, hopefully. I've covered all of these topics on other videos. I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to be the guy that everybody goes, oh, he doesn't care, because I do care. I care a lot. I care whenever something happens to my friends. Matter of fact, I did a video that you saw where I gave information about cyber stalking and several different websites you can go to report the crimes if you feel that someone is being legitimate in their threats and if you feel threatened. So I did that video last year, and it proves even now it's still going on. I did that video last summer. It's still going on. It's still happening. So, you know, I guess it just doesn't go away. And I've had a lot of run-ins with IP situations on different websites. I don't want to give anybody any extra access to information when it comes to that. But I can tell you right now, for a regular hater, just some general kid who proves no threat whatsoever, he's just a nuisance, IP blocking might work. It's possible. Block the kid's IP, he might not come back. But I have a feeling for the real serious, you know, the real threats out there, the seriously deranged people, the ones that when they say they want to hurt someone, they mean it, and they are doing it to get this person off the internet, to scare them, to really, you know, put this fear in them. IP blocking is not going to work on them. And if you don't believe me, just go to Google and type in IP resetting, and there's hundreds, thousands of ways around that, and it's really easy. And for someone who's motivated to cause that kind of a problem in someone's life, they're going to do it. And like I said, if YouTube decided that they wanted to do the IP blocking, it would probably work on just your run-of-the-mill haters. But those aren't the kind of haters that we're talking about, at least not from what I've heard. What I'm hearing is the haters we're talking about are ones that are sending out threatening messages, death threats, things like that. Those kind of people aren't going to be swayed by an IP blocking. And I can assure you right now, companies like YouTube and MySpace and stuff like that, they're never going to block full sets of IP addresses, full servers in different areas. They're not going to do that. It's never going to happen. It doesn't matter how many people boycott it. What's going to happen with that is that people go out and they use services in like libraries and cafes and stores and schools and places like that. And YouTube wants that kind of traffic coming through. And for one person who is doing something that may seem harmful to them, that might be legitimate to me or you, I don't think they would ever block full grids like that. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't. They're not under any kind of obligation to, unfortunately, to do that. Oh well, I guess. Another thing is the cyber stalking thing being a crime. Yeah, it's a very serious crime, and that's why I put up that video that I put up. These people can get in big trouble for this. There are ways to get them in trouble without worrying about what YouTube does. Like I've said before, we're so concerned with the websites handling the problem. When if somebody's trying to come after me and kill me, I don't think YouTube's going to save me. That would be really silly for me to expect for YouTube to be at my doorstep like a police officer or something like that. I just don't think they have the means to do it. Other than blocking, I don't see a means. I want to call someone who can really do something. And that's why I gave all that information about reporting cyber crimes. Yeah, you're going to have the police that are going to think, you know, they're probably going to think some of it's silly and all this other stuff. But, you know, if this ever became a situation where you were in court, the judge is going to ask you, did you ever file a police report? You have to insist on doing that. You have to insist on this. If you're fearful for your life, and I know some of these people are, and I feel for them, I really do. If you're fearful for your life, don't even worry about like Facebook and MySpace and YouTube trying to do anything, because there's not anything that they can do to stop someone that's being legitimate in their threats. There's nothing they can do about it. Yes, they can block the person access to the website from a location, but if that person has your personal information and they've got that through hacking your computer or sending you a virus or something like that, there's nothing that a website can do to stop that. And it's scary, but it's true, and that's the truth. And you talked about giving credit card information. Well, other companies have tried that, and they fail that way. It's the way it works. I want to ask people, how many people out there have AOL? How many people pay AOL to use the internet? How many people do? I still have an AOL account, but I've had mine for years. How many new people sign up for AOL? How many people pay for these providers along that lines where they give you the internet and the service? Not many people do it anymore. You go into an AOL chat room and it's dead. You go into a free chat room and it's packed with people. People are going to flock to the free services. They don't want to pay. Even if they're, okay, think of it this way. Would you really want to give your credit card information to companies like MySpace, Facebook, YouTube? Do you want your credit card information floating out there? If these people out there, these people that are threatening people's lives, if they're able to get phone numbers and addresses, and these people claim, that they had no connection with these hackers or these people that are threatening them, then they could get your credit card information that way. I don't want my credit card information floating around on a website if it's that easy to get that information. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put that information into a website. Would you even want to put all of your regular personal information on a website like this? Like Stick'em? I've had people get into my account on Stick'em before, and I had to close it. These websites are not 100% safe. They're not. Most people don't even give their real ages. I don't think anybody wants to put their credit card information in. They would want to put their credit card information up on a website. Not many. There's so many people that don't even shop online because of that. So that, I don't think that's even an option. Just me personally. And as far as partners going on strike, that's not going to happen. Especially not the bigger guys. There's some of the 90, 100, 200,000 subscribe partners. They're so far out of the community that they would never agree to something like that. They're like in another universe. Anyway, I agree. Something needs to be done, but I think it needs to be outside of just places like YouTube and MySpace. I think it needs to be done on a larger scale. I think if I was fearful for my life, I would definitely call the police. I would find these websites, report these people. I believe that people should be protected, but expecting these websites to protect you, it being possible. In reality, if someone's threatening your life, I just don't see it being possible. Anyway, Tim, great video. I hope that something gets done. Maybe some sort of implementation of a way to keep track of some of these people. But the internet is just too anonymous. It just is. And it's always going to be that way, at least as far as I can see it. We'll see what happens. Take care.